Good morning, dear students. Now, today I am here with a new topic in your NCERT Science, chapter number 13, Motion Time, and the topic is measurement of time. Okay, as we all know, that time is very important for us. If we start a paper late, say for example, so what will happen? We are not able to finish our paper on time. Okay, or if we are late to airport, what will happen? We will miss our flight. Okay, so all these examples show that time is very important for us. We should be punctual. Now the most important thing is to know that how this time is measured. Achha, can you tell me the time right now? Okay, so what you have done, either you have checked your watch or your mobile, or you have seen the wall clock. Okay, but have you wondered that the people in earlier times, how do they get to know that what the time is? Okay, during those times the people use the events or phenomena which repeated themselves regularly after a definite intervals of time. Okay, now these repeated events could be the time interval between the sunrise or sunrise to sunset or to the next sunrise, or between one full moon to another full moon, or from one season to another season, etc. Okay, but these are the time intervals which cannot be used as a standards unit of time measurement. Why is it so? So there are two reasons for that. The first reason is that these time intervals, these are long, and the second one is that these change from place to place and from time to time. Okay, so based on the periodic nature of the phenomena, the ancient people, they made certain devices. Okay, for example, sundial, hourglass or sun clock, and water clock. Let me show you the pictures of these. See, this is the sundial. Okay, sundial, this is the sun clock, and this is the water clock. So this sundial, it was used for long to measure the time. Okay, and the principle behind this was that it was based on the fact that the length of the shadow, okay, the length of the shadow that an object make, or that is cast by any object, it will change, or it changes with the time of the day. Okay, second, the sun clock, and these were used by Romans. Okay, so these were based on the principle that a fixed quantity of sand inside this, what is this, sand is this, a fixed quantity of sand passes through a narrow passage in a certain fixed time interval. Okay, now what do we have as the most common time measuring devices nowadays? We have what? We have clocks or watches. Okay, and all these clocks or watches, they make use of some periodic motion. Okay, that is shown like by simple pendulum. Okay, and the construction of these clocks and watches, it could become possible only after the discovery that the time taken by a pendulum to swing from one end to another is always constant. Okay, so here the modern clocks and watches, they are based on the oscillations produced in a quartz crystal. Now let us talk something about the unit of time. Okay, now the standard unit of time is what? It is second, that is denoted by the letter S. 1 min stands for minute, is equal to 60 seconds. 1 h, that is hour, is equal to 60 minutes. 1 d, that is day, is equal to 24 hours. And 1 y, that is year, is equal to 365 days. Now the time taken by the earth, okay, in completing one rotation about its own axis is known as what? It is known as a day. And the time taken by the earth to complete one revolution around the sun, that is known as a year. Okay, so there are different units of time, and which are used by us according to our needs. Depending upon our needs, we use different units of time. Okay, now certain things are there which should be noted. Like first, the smallest time interval that is measured with commonly available clocks and watches is what? That is 1 second. Okay, that are available to us. Now the special clocks are also there, and they can even measure the time interval less than 1 second. Okay, like they can measure the time interval that is 1 millionth or even 1 billionth of a second. So 1 millionth of a second is known as what? It is known as a microsecond, and 1 billionth of a second is known as what? Nanosecond. Okay, so these are the special clocks which can measure the time intervals up to 1 microsecond or 1 nanosecond. Okay, and these, because these are measuring very small time intervals, so these are used for the scientific research purpose. In sports also, time measuring devices are there which measure the time intervals that are 1/10 or 1/100th of a second. Okay, and when do we use centuries or millenniums? When we have to denote the times of historical events. Okay, ages of stars and planets, these are expressed in billions of years. Okay, so we have seen that depending upon our need, we can use different units of time. Okay, now some more important points. The timekeeping services in India are provided by the National Physical Laboratory, New Delhi. And the clock which this laboratory is using, it can measure the time interval with an accuracy of 1/1,000,000th of a second. Okay. In world, the most accurate clock is developed by National Institute of Standards and Technology, USA. And if this clock, it runs for 20 million years, so it will either lose or gain 1 second. Okay, this clock that is used by National Institute of Standards and Technology, USA, it will either lose or gain 1 second after running for 20 million years. Okay, so this is all for today, beta. Thank you.